Hello friends, this is Danish Dinejo, and today I have brought one more episode of Leadership and Strategic Management. In this episode, I am specifically going to be talking about how to develop a leader, or how you can develop leadership qualities inside you. So friends, before going on, if you haven't subscribed to my channel, please subscribe and do press the black bell icon so you can get more notifications about it. And one more thing, that if you like my channel and if you like my videos, please do give me a thumbs up, and also comment how do you like my channel and how you want me to make new videos, or on what topic do you want me to make new videos on. So please do let me know. And so carrying on with how you can develop leadership qualities within you. So before going on to that, I would love to tell you a couple of things. That in my current market survey, or in my current research, I have been looking at different people who have been working on different leadership positions, or I have even seen that there are young leaders in the market. There are a lot of people who are calling themselves leaders, but I don't see anything like a leader in them. I don't see that whether they are qualified enough to become a leader or not. Why is that so? Because yes, they have a good communication skill, and yes, they do have uh, the influencing power, what it takes to become a leader, to create followers. But the other things that a leader requires, they do not possess those. So if you want to become a leader and you want to call yourself a leader, you should also develop some of these strategies, or some of these things that are mandatory for each and every leader that I have seen each and every leader having. So if you want to become one of those leaders, you should really develop these things in you, and you should be working on these things. So whenever we are talking about leader or leadership things, you always have to start with the question, why do you want to become a leader? Or if you want to become a leader, so for what sort of people you want to become a leader? The main question, why you want to become a leader, will answer you in the long term, or will enable you to go in the long run, that what is your purpose of living, what is your purpose of leadership, and what is exactly your purpose of doing whatever you are doing. It will help you to identify your niche. It will help you to identify your followers, to know your followers, because whomsoever will be following you will be having similar characteristics or similar interests. So it's very much important for you people to identify the why, the purpose of why you want to become a leader. Okay, so after you have identified your purpose, you have gone with each and everything, every question. Now you will be having a vision, that what is the apparent goal where you want to reach. Now this thing is really important if you want to become a leader, because every leader knows the vision or the apparent goal that he or she wants to reach. Without a vision, you won't be able to go on for your entire life. People have their visions for, like, sorry, people have their visions even for more than 100 years. And if you don't have a vision, you cannot go even beyond 1 year of your working. After one of your projects or one of your missions is completed, you will be like stuck, that what now should I do, what now I have to go with. Okay, so the second thing that I told was creating a vision. Now this is a very important thing to develop in yourself, to know or identify, because this will help you a lot in your long run. And by any chance, if you do not know what a vision is, please watch my previous videos. In 01, I have defined clearly what a vision is and how a vision is created, or what exactly the vision does. The 01 strategic management Leadership and Strategic Management 01, I have told each and everything about uh, how vision is created or why is it so important for a leader. So go watch that video and you'll come to know how you people can also make a vision for you people. After you have made your vision, now comes the third thing. Okay, so the first thing was ask your question why, that why do you want to become a leader. Second is developing a vision. And now comes the third thing, which is knowing yourself. Because unless you do not know yourself, you'll never find out the pathway that you have to walk on, or the pathway that you can walk on, or the possibilities of the pathways that you can walk on. Now, for example, you're good at something, but you want to do something else. Okay, how is it possible? Because people will never come after you or never be your followers unless you are good at your own game. So you have to really understand yourself. What are your strengths, weaknesses, opportunities, or threats? Now, this is a very good practice if you want to know yourself. Do your own SWOT analysis. S is strengths, W is weaknesses, O is opportunities, and T is threats. Now let me tell you what exactly this entire thing means. When we are talking about strengths, strengths are those skills that you are really good at. And I literally mean like you can run like 100 meters in 22 to 30 seconds. That can be one of your strengths. Or if you can if you're good at typing, so that can be your strength. Anything that differentiates you from other people is your strength. Anything that makes you the best among people you're in is your strength. Anything you know more than the other person is your strength. Okay, so in short, anything you're good at is your strength. Now let's talk about weaknesses. So weaknesses are also skills, and let me tell you that skill is anything you know. Anything. It can be anything. Like if you know how to write, it's your skill. If you know how to walk, it's your skill. If you know how to jump, it's your skill. If you know how to run, it's your skill. If you know how to manage people, that is your skill. But it will only become your strength if you're really good at it. Now, if you're not good at it, if you just know these things, these can be your weaknesses. What do I mean by these can be your weaknesses? Is that, for example, you want to start your own business. Okay? You know how to start a business. You know what entrepreneurship really is. But you haven't done it before. So that is your weakness, because this is the area where you have to work on, to know yourself, to identify that what exactly you can do for entrepreneurship, what things you can control, what things you cannot control in entrepreneurship. So once you do that, once you practice that over and over again, that will be your strength. But till then, it will remain your weakness. Exactly. So now let's come on the opportunities part. Now we often have a lot of skills that we do not even consider. Now these skills sometimes can be an asset for us, but we do not know about those things. Like for example, if you want to become a public speaker, okay, and you are really good at researching. Now that research part can be your opportunity. Okay, because now you can use this for your own development, for becoming a good public speaker, for telling the people about the facts and figures or what is happening in the world at present, giving them a logical reasoning. So this can be your opportunity. Or you don't exactly require it, but it will be a plus add-on if you're a very good researcher. Or for example, if you have a very good number of friends. Now these can be your opportunity, because they can gather a lot of different people in your public speaking seminar, workshop, or any motivational talk. Okay, now what is a threat? Now let's talk about threat. Okay, what is a threat? A threat is something that can harm you in any sort of way. Okay, for example, if you're not good at anything or any skill, for example, you're not good at influencing people. Now this can be a threat for you to become a public speaker. Okay, because when you will be talking to people and you're not able to convince them, it will apparently make your audience not follow you, and you'll be losing your credibility. Okay? You'll not be making it, but you'll be losing your credibility. Now the losing part is a threat. Now these things are something you should really know. Okay, and you should know how to convert your opportunities, threats, or weaknesses into your strengths. And for that, you can also search on YouTube that how SWOT analysis really works, or you can find a lot of videos on YouTube about SWOT analysis, or you can read different articles if you are a reader, and you can find out how it really works. Okay. Now coming to the fourth thing. Now the third thing was SWOT analysis. Coming to the fourth thing, that after you have known, after you have identified the purpose of your leadership, after you have created your own vision, and after you have come to know what are your strengths, weaknesses, opportunities, or threats, now you can actually start working like a leader. Now this is the fourth part. Do what actually leaders do. Now what do leaders do? They are very much persistent and consistent in their own work. Okay, they are disciplined, they are hardworking, they are smart working. Now you have to create those all of those leadership qualities in you. You have to do all of these things what a leader does, what a successful person does. Some of the qualities are also given in my first video, Leadership and Strategic Management 01, in which you can find out a couple of qualities, some of the major qualities that I have given that a leader does, or a good leader possesses. So if you want to become a good leader, you have to practice these things over and over again. Okay, you have to be consistent about practicing these things, and you have to master those skills. And besides that, you can also find some of the other skills on the internet, which you can see, and you can also practice those in order to become a good leader. Because unless you do not do something, you cannot be that person. Okay, um, practice makes a man perfect, and to be a perfect or to be a very good leader, you need to practice these skills over and over again. Remember that Rome wasn't built in a day. Your personality wasn't built in a day. It took a lot of time. So even if you're trying to develop a skill inside you, that is going to take time. You have to be calm, you have to be firm, and you have to be disciplined about what you are doing. You have to be consistent on what you are doing. If you have chosen a roadmap, or you have chosen a pathway that you have to walk on, you have to be really consistent about it, and you have to keep walking on it. Because once you'll walk on that path, you'll come to know that what are your more weaknesses, or what other things you have to work on, and apparently it will help you to fulfill these loopholes, or fill these loopholes, and it will help you to grow. It will help you to reach your destination. Your desired result will be right in front of you after you have worked on these things. But unless you do not work on them, and you start making excuses, or you start procrastinating, nothing is going to happen. Even for a lot of leaders, it has been a really long thing that to become a leader, they have worked really hard. Even I can just quote the example of one of our scientists, a very well known scientist, Isaac Newton. Okay, now He discovered gravity at the age of 62 or 63, right? Now, this is what we know, okay? But if we actually study about it, that when he was 13, that was the age when the apple fall on him and he started working on it. It took him 50 years, around 50 years, to know that what exactly a gravity is. He researched on it, he worked on it really hard, and that's how he became what he is right now. He is the person that what we know him. Okay, it's just because of his hard work, consistency, and his discipline with his work, and his sincerity also with his work, that enabled him to become Isaac Newton that we know today. Okay, so it's one of the really important thing that you have to do. Okay, now the fifth thing that comes is be a doer instead of being a procrastinator. If something comes into your mind, just do it, because unless you do not do it, as I said, that unless you do not do it, you will never come to know the nitty-gritty of it. You'll never come to know the ups and downs of it. And unless you do not know the ups and downs of anything, you cannot motivate your followers, or you cannot convince your followers to come along with you and walk on a path that you have planned or you have decided to walk on. Because first of all, you have to show them that yes, we can really do it. We can really achieve our purpose. We can really achieve what we have desired to achieve. Okay, so you have to become a doer instead of a procrastinator, because if you procrastinate, people will believe or feel like that you're good for nothing, and that is not true. You are good for a lot of different things, and you know that. Okay, so you have to become a doer instead of a procrastinator. Okay, so after you have become a doer, you have done all of these things that I have told you. For example, answering the question why, to why you want to become a leader, and then creating a vision, and then doing your SWOT analysis, and then doing what exactly leaders do, and then you are the doer. You are becoming a doer instead of the procrastinator. You have also one more thing that you have to do is do the market research or the market analysis. What exactly do people want out of you to become a leader? Okay, now unless you do not know what exactly people want, you cannot give them anything uh, for them to follow you. This world is all about give and take. You give something, you receive something. If you don't give something, you don't receive anything. Okay, so you have to give something to people, something to your followers, in order for them to follow you instead of someone else, and that something should be really valuable. For example, if a person wants to learn more, and if you are not offering him a chance to learn, then obviously he'll never be following you. He'll go for someone else who would give him a chance to learn. If a person wants to earn a lot of money and you're not giving him money, so that person will never go after you. He will never even try to follow you because you're not giving him money. And this is what he desires. So you have to do the market analysis. You have to see what people actually desire, what their needs are, and you have to work on those in order for people to be not only influenced but also to follow you. Influencing people is something else, communicating with people clearly about each and everything is something else, but actually making them in order to follow you is something else. You have to give them something in order to receive something. You have to give them something valuable enough to make them follow you or give you what is valuable to you. Okay, so after you have done your market analysis. I believe that the more in depth you go, the more you come to know. But these are some of the finest things or the most basicest things I believe that you, as a leader, need to develop inside yourself to become a leader. Okay, and this is how exactly a leader is developed. A leader is never even developed in a single day. Remember that. You have to really work hard, because people who work hard can know what it feels like to achieve something. You have to make a smart goals and achieve those smart goals. Okay, and you just uh, telling you everything from top to bottom in the point of forms. You can note them down. That first of all, you have to ask yourself why you want to become a leader, because once you come to know that why you want to become a leader, you can actually start working on it. The next thing is creating a vision. You have to see that the place or the destination or the result that you want to achieve or you want to reach. Then you have to know yourself. Okay, because in order to do something you need to know yourself. You cannot jump like a 10-foot ditch unless you do not know if you can jump it or not. You have to actually like practice it, or you have to do it in order to know if you can or not. Then do what leaders do. Be consistent with your work, be hardworking, be smart working, be delegative, be disciplined, have empathy, understand your people. Okay, this is what a leader does, and this is what exactly you have to do. And then comes that everything that you have learned, now you have to become a doer. Now you have to bring those things into practice, because if you do not bring those things in practice and you start procrastinating, nothing is going to work. Okay, then you have to do the market analysis, that what people desire, what people need, and what things that you can promise them in order to give you something back. What you can give them to in order to make them to give you something that you desire, because it's all about give and take. Okay, so this was these were some of the pointers that I figured out, that I researched, and I came to a conclusion that in order to become a leader we need to do these things. Okay, so if you really agree with me, or if you have some more pointers on these things, that what else can be included in these pointers to make a leader, please do let me know in the comments down below. And please do not forget to subscribe my channel and click the bell icon for more videos, as I have already promised that I'll be bringing some other leaders in the market who will be telling you about their stories, their experiences, and what they have done in past, and what are they doing currently, and what are they planning to do in the future. Because we know that the time is changing, and with the passage of time we also have to change. So in order to practice those changes, we really need to know what exactly is being practiced, or what exactly we can do, or what's coming up. Okay, what is coming up is something we need to know. And we can only know these things by some of the good leaders, some of the people who are actually doing it, or actually are like good at it, or who are in the market, who know these things. Okay, so do press the bell icon, because it will give you notifications about my other videos. And I'll try I'll try my best to bring out those videos, because some are recorded, but I am looking for a good video that suits to be fitted in before I do other videos on the internet. So that's and yeah, before you go, please do not forget to give me a thumbs up if you like my channel, and please comment below if you have something in your mind and you want to add on to this list, and or you want to rectify something out of it. So thank you.